Down in the quiet, often murky worlds of our rivers and lakes, a truly remarkable creature makes its home. This is the catfish, a fish known to many, yet whose life holds fascinating secrets. It doesn't have the shimmering scales of a trout or the bright colors of a reef fish. Instead, it possesses a subtle, earthy beauty and a set of features that make it a master of its environment. Its most famous feature, of course, is the set of long, flowing barbels that hang from its mouth. These are not just for show. They are extraordinary tools that give the fish its name, making it look as though it has the whiskers of a cat. These whiskers are the key to understanding the catfish's world. They are, in fact, incredibly sensitive organs covered in thousands of taste buds. Imagine being able to taste everything you touch. That is precisely what a catfish can do. As it glides slowly over the riverbed, its barbels drift and dance, sampling the water and the mud. They can detect the faintest trace of a worm hiding in the silt, or the scent of a small, unsuspecting crustacean nearby. This remarkable sense allows the catfish to find food with great precision, even in complete darkness where its eyes would be of little use. The catfish is a survivor, a testament to nature's ingenuity. It exists in thousands of different species, found on every continent except for Antarctica. Some are giants growing to incredible sizes, while others are tiny, no bigger than a human finger. They have adapted to live in a vast range of freshwater habitats, from fast-flowing rivers to still, quiet ponds. Their unique appearance is not an accident of nature. It is a carefully crafted design, perfected over millions of years to thrive in conditions where other fish might struggle. Their story is one of resilience and incredible adaptation. Understanding this fish begins with appreciating its connection to its home. The murky water is not a hindrance to the catfish. It is an advantage. Here, hidden from the sharp eyes of predators like eagles and herons, it can go about its business. Its dark, mottled skin provides perfect camouflage against the muddy bottom and decaying leaves. The catfish doesn't need to see its world clearly, because it can feel and taste it with an accuracy that is almost magical. It is a creature perfectly in tune with the rhythms of the deep, a silent hunter and a quiet guardian of the underwater realm. Let us look more closely at the magnificent anatomy of the catfish. Beyond its famous whiskers, its entire body is a masterclass in functional design. The skin, for instance, is quite different from that of many other fish. Instead of being covered in scales, a catfish has smooth, leathery skin, often coated in a layer of mucus. This slimy coating is incredibly important. It helps protect the fish from parasites and infections that might thrive in the water. It also allows the catfish to slip effortlessly through the water and even helps it to breathe, as some oxygen can be absorbed directly through its skin. The fins of a catfish are also specialized tools, each with a distinct purpose. The powerful, broad tail fin, known as the caudal fin, provides the thrust needed for sudden bursts of speed, either to catch prey or to escape danger. Its other fins, like the pectoral fins near its head and the dorsal fin on its back, are used for steering and stability. But there is a hidden danger here. Many catfish species have a sharp, bony spine at the front of their dorsal and pectoral fins. When threatened, the fish can lock these spines in an upright position, creating a painful surprise for any predator foolish enough to try and swallow it. Living at the bottom of a river or lake requires a body shape that is suited for the terrain. Many catfish have a flattened head and a wide mouth, an ideal shape for scooping up food from the riverbed. Their mouths are often filled with rows of small, sandpaper-like teeth, perfect for gripping onto their food. Their eyes are typically small, positioned on top of their heads. This placement gives them a good view of what is happening above, allowing them to watch for predators from the sky while they forage below. Their limited reliance on sight is compensated for by their other, more powerful senses. Every part of the catfish, from its skin to its fins and the shape of its head, tells a story of adaptation. These are not primitive features. They are highly evolved characteristics that allow the fish to dominate its particular niche. It is a creature built for a low-light, high-touch world. It navigates not by sight but by taste and feel, moving with a quiet confidence through the dark waters it calls home. This incredible anatomy is the foundation upon which the catfish builds its life, from finding its next meal to surviving the ever-present threats of the wild. When the time comes to continue their lineage, Catfish engage in fascinating rituals that ensure the survival of the next generation. As the water warms in the spring and early summer, a change comes over them. This is the signal for reproduction to begin. Males in particular become driven to find a suitable place to create a nest. They are surprisingly meticulous builders. A male catfish will search for a sheltered, secure location, perhaps a hollow log, a crevice between rocks, or a burrow dug into the muddy riverbank. This nest must be a safe haven for the precious eggs. Once a male has prepared his nest, his next task is to attract a female. The courtship can vary between species, but it often involves the male circling and nudging the female, encouraging her to inspect his carefully chosen home. He must convince her that his nest is the safest place for their future offspring. If she approves, she will enter the nest and lay her eggs. This is a crucial moment. The eggs are often sticky, laid in a large gelatinous mass that clings to the floor or ceiling of the nest, keeping them together and protecting them from being washed away by the current. After the female has laid her eggs, her role in this chapter of the story is often complete, and she departs. It is the male who now takes on the role of the dedicated guardian. He is a truly devoted father. He will remain at the nest, tirelessly protecting the eggs from any and all intruders. Snails, crayfish, and other small fish would gladly make a meal of the eggs, but the male catfish fiercely drives them away. He also uses his fins to gently fan the eggs, keeping a constant supply of fresh, oxygen-rich water flowing over them, which is vital for their healthy development. This period of paternal care is a dangerous time for the male. He rarely leaves the nest to feed, focusing all his energy on his duty. He is vulnerable to larger predators, but his parental instinct is overwhelming. He will defend his brood with his life. This remarkable behavior showcases a level of care not often seen in the fish world. The male's dedication ensures that as many eggs as possible will survive the perilous journey to hatching. It is a powerful display of nature's commitment to continuing the cycle of life, even in the silent, hidden depths of the water. Inside the protective embrace of the nest, a miraculous transformation takes place. The tiny, vulnerable eggs begin to develop. Within each translucent sphere, one can see the first signs of life: a pair of dark eyes, a developing spine. After about a week, depending on the water temperature, the baby catfish, known as fry, begin to hatch. They emerge from their eggs, still attached to a large yolk sac. This sac is their initial food supply, a packed lunch provided by their mother that will sustain them for the first few days of their lives. They are not yet ready to face the world. The fry remain huddled together in the safety of the nest, still under the watchful eye of their father. They look very little like their parents at this stage, more like tiny tadpoles with whiskers. As they consume their yolk sacs, they grow stronger and their features become more defined. Their barbels lengthen and their mouths develop, preparing them for the day they must find their own food. The male continues his guard duty, protecting this wriggling ball of new life from the many dangers that lurk just outside their sanctuary. His presence is the only thing standing between them and certain doom. Once their yolk sacs are fully absorbed, a critical transition occurs. The fry must now learn to feed themselves. They begin to leave the nest in a tight-knit group, forming a dense school. This behavior, known as shoaling, is a key survival strategy. There is safety in numbers. A predator might easily pick off a single fry, but a large swirling ball of them can confuse an attacker, making it difficult to target any one individual. They move as one, exploring the shallows and feeding on microscopic organisms and tiny insects near the riverbed, always staying close together for protection. As the young catfish grow, they become more independent. Their diet expands to include larger insects, worms, and crustaceans. Their bodies toughen, and their defensive spines become more formidable. Over months and years, they will grow into the impressive adults we recognize, ready to navigate the river on their own, and eventually to start their own families. This journey from a tiny egg to a fully grown fish is fraught with peril, and only a small fraction will survive to adulthood. But those who do will carry on the legacy of their kind, ensuring that the whisker-faced wonders continue to grace our planet's hidden waterways.